Abdomen sign and symptoms. Types of epigastric pain. Epigastrium. This refers to the area between the xiphoid process and the umbilicus. Excluding the hypochondrial area, the epigastrium is closely related to the stomach and spleen channels and reflects primarily stomach patterns, such as cold in the stomach heat, stomach fire, damp heat in the stomach, stomach deficient and cold, stomach-heat deficiency, and etc. In a patient presenting with an epigastric problem, which is usually pain or distension, it is important to integrate questions about the character of the epigastric pain with those about thirst, taste, nausea, belching, and sour regurgitation. The upper part of the epigastrium, the area just below the xiphoid process, is also influenced by the heart channel. And in Chinese medicine, there is often an overlap and an interaction between the stomach and the heart channels and certain patterns. For example, rebellious stomach chi causing nausea and vomiting is often associated with rebellious heart chi, that is, heart chi not descending, so that the patient may have epigastric pain, nausea, vomiting, belching, sour regurgitation, but also palpitation, and a discomfort that extends from epigastrium to sternum area. However, epigastric pain is not always related to the stomach channels, and in some cases, the Chinese diagnosis of epigastric pain should be integrated with a Western diagnosis. For example, when the large intestine is affected by stagnation of qi and there is severe flatulence in the transverse colon, this may cause epigastric pain. In this case, it would be wrong to attribute the problem to the stomach channel, simply because it occurs in the epigastric area. Of course, in such a case, there would be another symptom such as lower abdominal pain, constipation, and small stools, which would point to the large intestine. There are many types of epigastric pain, as follows. A spastic epigastric pain that is ameliorated by the application of heat and ingestion of warm drinks indicates full cold in the stomach. Epigastric pain with a pronounced feeling of fullness indicates retention of food, which is more common in children. A distending epigastric pain radiating to the right or left hypochondrium indicates rebellious liver qi invading the stomach. This is very common type of epigastric pain. Burning epigastric pain denotes stomach heat. Burning epigastric pain with a feeling of heaviness, nausea, and a feeling of oppression of the chest indicates phlegm heat in the stomach. Burning epigastric pain with a feeling of heaviness, a sticky taste, and a sticky yellow tongue coating denotes damp heat in the stomach. A severe stabbing epigastric pain indicates blood stasis in the stomach. A chronic intermittent dull ache that is ameliorated by the application of heat in ingestion of warm drink is aggravated by overwork indicate stomach deficient and cold. A chronic intermittent dull, slightly burning epigastric pain with a dry mouth indicates stomach yin deficiency. Feeling of pain, distension, tightness, or oppression of the epigastrium also may be caused by rebellious qi in the penetrating vessel. However, such epigastric sensations point to penetrating vessel pathology only when they are associated with other abdominal symptoms, such as pain or distension in the lower abdomen or umbilical pain. Interrogation about epigastric symptom should be closely integrated with investigation of the tongue and pulse. Thank you for your attention.